Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red, ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. This is something rare and special. A number 1 versus number 2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Huskers will kick this deep to begin the game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Running with purpose. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when we opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. And they'll use the ground game here. Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Has the first down, still on the move. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, doesn't something just feel right when you watch a Nebraska quarterback keep it on an option and pick up positive yards for a first down? I mean, they've been doing it so long. It's just great to see that option game back in that Nebraska jersey.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Montgomery. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled, but they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Cornhuskers are in the red zone now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. It's a quick grab. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ball handed off. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
He's brought down at the 34. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Off target and incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but hadn't settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some space and on the 30. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a 1st down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Dropping back. It's Montgomery. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Unleashes the stiff arm. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Nebraska 3, Georgia 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, they're just not successful. A lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that one's straight down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It's second down.
So second down after the incompletion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
The Huskers are in the red zone. Powers through. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Fires it. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's O'Grady. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Dogs will have to kick it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hoffman. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Montgomery. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. And the Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Trying to extend the play. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Dogs will have to kick this away. That's his fourth punt already today. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Seconds go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Option look. It's Montgomery. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Georgia.
First down here for this offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. goal try, no good. The lead will remain at 9 after the miss. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Montgomery. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
And the Huskers will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. And now the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Play action fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking for some space. It's O'Grady. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that is no good. The deficit still at 9 after the miss, a 2-possession game.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head, the poor kicker.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They got him down out near the 40.
At the 39-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. The Cornhuskers will send their punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets
football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And, Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw by this quarterback. This is his first touchdown pass, not only in this game, but the first of the season. So congratulations to him.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. Great cut there. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 9, Georgia 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
They'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Hand off to the single back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. We'll give it to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The Huskers will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. The ball will be down at the 20. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake on 1st down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
They'll give it to the back. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And the single back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And this one of those pressure moments in a place kicker's life to put his team on top here in the 4th quarter. And the field goal is good.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down.
And that's everything you want from a defense. They bring pressure. They, in fact, get to the quarterback. He's lucky he got that ball off. And then once he does get it off and it's completed, very often you'll see that go for a big play because the defense sold out. Here, they still have defenders in position to keep that to a short game.
The defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. Can he make it to the marker? The Cornhuskers pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? And the Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
From the shotgun, drops back. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a one-point game in the fourth quarter. Crucial moment for this offense. Can they get something going? Keep the football. The ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
325.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Montgomery. Looks left and finds his target there. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw again. Looking to make a big play downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The defense just did a great job. Now can this offense put together a drive and ice the game here? And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Bulldogs enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run this clock out. Handoff to the back. Fights through a tackle. Refuses to be stopped. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Now it's second down here. He hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And now they run the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
You need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.